Hey guys, what's up? I actually have a fair amount to talk about today. The past couple weeks have been kind of interesting. Um, Mostly because my mom has been all over the place with my transition. I'll start from the beginning. My mom's always had an issue opposing my gender changing, I guess. Um, she for some reason finds it really hard, a lot harder than everybody else does. Everybody else in my family is just kind of like, okay, I guess we'll try. She won't even try. She won't do anything. So she's been pretty much the only person in this house making everybody else really uncomfortable. So she sat me down. What was it, probably like last week sometime. Sat me down in the morning, down at the kitchen table, and was like, I need to talk to you, and you're not going to like it. And I said, oh shit. She basically told me I'm not allowed to transition in her house, that she thinks it's going to make me into a weird person, and she doesn't like that, and she's not okay with it at all, and she won't call me Kobe or anything, pretty much. Although she was being an ass and said, if you just stay like you are now, a boyish girl, I'll call you Kobe. But if you start transitioning, I will not call you Kobe. And I thought that was kind of straight up mean. So I told her that I didn't agree with her at all, and that I was going to give her a book to read and find some resources for her to read, and she can get back to me on the topic, basically. This was kind of a fight, but not quite. More of a angry discussion. So I went to the library up the street a few houses, and I printed off some PDF files, different things, like saying what the hormones do to me. She's afraid that I'm gonna die pretty much immediately as soon as I get on them. And I'm trying to show her that that's not the case, and that people don't die from the hormones, they die from other complications. I know it's bad for you in the long run, but whatever. Anyway, so I found a bunch of stuff, printed it all off, brought it home, and gave it to her, and she said, okay, I'll read it all. And so we basically didn't bring it up for 3 or 4 days. Yesterday morning, I get home from work, and I look around the house, and all her stuff's there, so I'm like, hey, Mom. And she yells from the other room. She says, Kobe. And I was like, okay. So I went in there, and she sat me down and wanted to talk to me and said, I think that you need to be financially independent before you do something like this, but you can do it in our house as long as you're paying all your bills. And I said, well, that's obviously not going to happen anytime soon, because I am in school full-time, I'm doing clinicals full-time, I have a job that keeps cutting my hours, and I have no way of making enough money to pay for everything. So I said, how about if I pay for my doctor's appointments and pay for the actual, like, testosterone and all the supplies I need on my own? And she didn't exactly agree with me, but she was like, well, we'll see, I need some more time to think about it. So that went really well. She also told me that she told a group of her friends yesterday morning. She went out for coffee with a bunch of people, and she told them all that I was transitioning, which is a huge step, because she wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that I wanted to a week ago, and now she's telling people. We also had somebody over for dinner last night, and she told me to come out to her, and I said, no, why don't you do it? So I sat across my mom as she told her friend that I was transitioning, and her friend said that she was proud of me and that she thought it was a good choice for me, and that I'm a very smart person and I know what I need. And then she proceeded to change my name in her phone to Kobe, and under my girlfriend's name she changed it to Kobe's partner. And then under my parents, now it says that I am their son, which is really cute. She did it all in front of my mom, and she said it. So she said, okay, so now he needs to be your son, right? And my mom went, yeah, I guess that's right. And she smiled at me. So I guess things are actually finally starting to settle down a little bit. She's making an effort. I'm not expecting 100%, but for her to even make a little bit of an effort is pretty awesome. Makes me really happy. So, I have to take the MMPI on Tuesday morning at 8:30, which sucks because I have class until 10:30 on Monday night, but whatever. I still have like almost an hour drive to get there too. But let's see what else. Oh, I came out at work. I told my boss, my overall boss, there's a few bosses, but the one that's the executive chef, and he said, I wish you the best of luck, and I told him what I'm going to be changing my name to, and he said, consider it done, and I find out on the schedule this week that my name says Kobe, and that was pretty awesome. They still said she and stuff, because not everybody's, you know, used to it or anything yet. They're just starting, but I thought that was really cool that he changed my name on the schedule, so if anybody asks, he's going to be like, well, that would be this person. I'm not going to say my name. So that went over really well. I mean, I pass probably 80% of the time as it is. At clinicals, I pass like 99% of the time because I'm wearing a stupid button-up shirt and I look all professional and shit. But, let me see. I've had a couple of people say my buddy in class, and the one that was there with me at clinicals the other day, calls me he and everything, said this is Kobe, he's a paramedic student, like myself, blah, blah, blah. So he's really cool about it, and I really like that. Actually, I have a funny story. This chick was doing her EMT clinicals. They only need like 10 hours, so they just do 2 days. She was there, and she was not really doing anything, so I made her do a couple assessments. I brought her into the room and like told her to ask certain questions, and then she came out and she was doing paperwork standing next to me, and my friend Sean was standing there too. And I noticed some dude's shoes totally didn't match, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And she brought up how like one of her friends in class always has shoes that match his outfit, and she thinks he's gay. And I said, I'm faggy all the time. I am. I really am. And she like dropped her jaw. See, look, I'm doing it now. Dropped her jaw and was like, oh my God, you'd admit something like that? And I was like, yep. And then Sean's like, yeah, he's proud of it too. I'm like, hell yeah, I am. And I'm like, my girlfriend loves it too. And she was like stunned, speechless. She couldn't even like think that anybody would ever want to admit the fact that they act really gay and they're straight. So I was like, well, in your face. So, and then she like followed us around like a little puppy the rest of the night. She wanted to like do everything we were doing and wanted us to show everything. So that was really funny. I found that very entertaining. So I thought I'd share it. I don't really think I have anything else going on. I have 6 or 7 more weeks before I get my letter signed, and then I'm going to go to the endocrinologist. If all goes well with my mom. Other than that, life is going really well right now. I'm picking up more hours at work soon, and busy in school, so I guess that's pretty much all I have. I will get back to you guys and make another video sooner or later, I'm sure.